Huracan is a custom Zero Tivoli coaster at Peri Magico. This is a small amusement park in the basement of the Peri Norte Mall, just outside of Mexico City. And Huracan wraps around the entirety of the park. Think something like Pepsi Orange Streak at Mall of America, just on a much smaller scale. But does this coaster work? Find out in this review. Huracan opened with Peri Magico in 1995. This is one of several Zero Tivoli coasters that can uniquely be found inside a mall, and it's impossible to miss this coaster once you're inside the park. While the gray track and supports are pretty bland, the layout goes around the perimeter of the entire park. It goes right past the Globos Ferris wheel, then at one point you have a helix around the Wakala flat ride. I do like the look of the trains though. They're bright red so they really pop, and you have a creature with bloodshot eyes on the front. This coaster is a vibrant entry sign bearing the ride's name, and at least on the day I visited, the queue line was completely empty. The only thing I had to wait for was an employee to come over to run the ride, because this is one of those parks that uses rotating ride operators. You can either experience this attraction with an all-day wristband, or you can pay per ride. If you go with the latter, it will cost you 40 pesos per ride, or just over $2 US. That's more than a fair price in my opinion. This ride doesn't have air gates. Rather, the operator lets enough people into the station to fill the next train. There are 10 rows available. I tried both the front and back, but I didn't have too much of a preference with this coaster. It felt pretty similar across the train. Riders are restrained by just a shared U-shaped lap bar. That is it, no seatbelts. Once checked, you have a small booster tire lift hill directly out of the station. It is nestled tightly between some fencing and walls. This brings you to the ride's max height of roughly 2 stories. You then have a shallow drop that twists left, taking you behind the Ferris wheel. If you're in the back row, you'll get some mild laterals from the sheer length of the train. Then you rise upwards, aided by a booster tire, narrowly avoiding a ceiling light. At the top, you abruptly turn left, which gives an okay lateral kink towards the front. You then slowly pass over the cactus car ride and a western mural on the wall to your side. You have so little speed that there's yet another booster tire to ensure you complete the layout. Now it's time for the best part. You head towards Wakala for the helix finale. This is a wide 540-degree helix, and half of it is enclosed by a pitch-black tunnel. It's not fast, nor is it forceful, but the visuals are fun, especially if Wakala is cycling as you zip by. The helix finishes inside the tunnel, and you come to a hard stop. After a brief pause, you pass through the station and get a second lap. This time when you finish the layout, you stop on that final brake run much longer, maybe 10 or so seconds, and it was quite eerie for me because of how dead the park was and how dark this section is. You then return to the station, ending the ride. Overall, the experience is quite tame, but it is very smooth. The main selling point of this ride are the visuals. It succeeded in giving an aerial tour of this small theme park, but my experience was hurt somewhat by the lack of crowds. There simply was no energy in this park the day I visited. There were maybe 5 other guests in the park total. That was it. So very few rides were cycling beyond what I was personally riding. Seeing the energy of a bustling park beneath you really helps this type of scenic coaster in my book. So, what would I rate Huracan? I would give this coaster a 4 out of 10. This is an okay coaster for what it is. It has the thrill level of a junior coaster, but it has a unique layout covering the entirety of the park. You get a bird's eye view of the park. I just wish the park was livelier so the ride could better take advantage of its setting. It's not as good as something like a Pepsi Orange Streak or Nickelodeon Slime Streak, but I would certainly take this over your Garden Variety Junior coaster. It certainly has more character. So those are my thoughts on Huracan at Peri Magico in Mexico. What are your thoughts on this coaster? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.